This was the look of Cornrows and Couture, a fashion show showcasing outfits made entirely of braided hair. The designer, Karyne Tinord, is a licensed cosmetologist who handmade the outfits and headpieces that each of the four models wore. Karyne, we're walking the runway now, Cornrows and Couture. What is the message behind the show title?
So I love fashion. I love couture, Paris, and all that. And I decided, you know what? Let me create something that celebrates cornrows and brings that focal point back to how we celebrate our hair. And I wanted to focus on our head, but also show how we can use hair to create couture pieces, and that kind of like how it was married.
The show opened with a demo of Karyne braiding a model's hair live. Then the models walked the runway. This hair show and fashion show happens every second Tuesday of each month, the first time being last month. Braids as clothing first came to her during a throwaway moment.
2014, I ended up losing everything. Like, I was evicted, boyfriend broke up with me, didn't have a job, and I was in an empty apartment ready to throw out all this cheap hair that I had, and a voice was like, let's see if we could turn that into a bra. And I was like, I got nothing to lose, so I just kind of like went with it. And I was like, oh, it looked like a bra, it wasn't functional, but it kind of like gave me back that hope, like, oh, Karyne, you could braid, make that a passion. I threw it at the back of the closet, and then 5 years later, a model was like, oh, I want to work with you. She wanted to do something different. I was like, hey, I could turn hair into clothing.
Karyne said God's hand took it from there. Model Perpetua Uduba walked in the first skirt she ever made.
When I had first met the production and heard about everything that they were doing, I said that this is very me, because hair is an essential part of my culture as someone of West African heritage. And so growing up, braids were the go-to that my mom always did for me when I was younger. So they always have a special place in my heart.
Perpetua, this is Cornrows and Couture. I got the cornrows. I'm trying with the couture. Give me a quick tutorial on how to walk.
All right, great question. So anytime you're preparing to do a runway walk, number one thing I want you to do is make sure your posture is straight. Have your elbows pointing up, your back a little bit out, your head straight. Maintain eye contact in a straight line. Decide on which leg you're going to begin to walk on. For me, I like to start off on my right. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to make sure each foot is going one after the other in a straight line. Again, maintaining eye contact. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate and then you follow me, all right?
Okay.
All right, so again, elbows up, back straight, and we start to walk.
Yes, girl.